flag. He says diffraction.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about when he talks about like Glowbusters test with they had that thing where they saw the 15 degrees of declination or whatever, right? So that doesn't seem like it would tell you what the ground is shaped like. That seems more like it would tell you what the ceiling is shaped like.
Yeah, it's about the sky, really.
Yeah, because that thing's supposed to be like pointed and directed like at the sky, lining shit up with stuff up there, right? Like that's what it looked like. So that would mean that there's like a 15-degree like ceiling instead of the ground being 15 degrees. And that's fucking just weird.
You guys have a mini bar?
We just don't understand how to apply it. We don't know what everything.
I don't know, but these are the conversations that need to be fucking recorded. I swear.
Who's sleeping out there? You got the room for the night.
I think we're not for like. I don't think it's for fun.
Flat Earth meetup party. Everybody sleep on the floor.
Little interview. That was like Frost Nixon.
Hey,
that was awesome.
Sasha, we should invite him to like a meetup.
I think we're gonna take a little break. I'm gonna give him time to practice, but I'm definitely.
Call him up. Offer him $500.
Well, no, I'm just
Round
saying.
two.
Check this out. Wait till he gets a hold of you, though. I guarantee that he's gonna have this shit rattling around in his head.
I hope. That would be great. But give it 2 weeks. And then call him and ask for round two.
Can we send a gift to his office or something?
Can we send him like a donut basket or some shit?
Something will help you.
Yeah, how about like a fruit basket?
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
So bad,
I want to send him something. Send him a glow birthday cake that's flat. Oh, the AE map and a cake.
Like a
AE
flat-
map cake. Send him an AE map cake. Yeah.
You put the flat earth, or the one was cookies. The flat earth and then like icing on it, and then just like a thank you. Not like two.
with the icing, making the ice wall.
Yeah, with the icing.
Oh.
And then like the flat earth map.
Done.
We just send him flat earth.
Wow, somebody is messaging all over the place. What the hell is going on?
Who's doing that?
I mean, I think he was a little
It's Sean, of all people. That's who.
I'm gonna give him time, but I said to him, I was like, maybe we'll see him in a couple of years. So maybe we can talk to him again. I don't know when. I'm not
Wow. Sean's raging.
Well,
Raging. Is he
Sean's
raging?
going mental.
Brace yourself, boys and girls.
Watch for the Padawan volcano. Yeah, he's going nuts. I'm sorry, but he was just being out of control. And we're trying to have an appropriate thing going on, and it was successful.
I think we did a nice appropriate job.
Yeah, and it was just time for him to step away. And, now that it's okay, he can go be a drunk again.
When you guys
Can't hear you. We got the echo.
when you first looked at
Really
it,
hard to hear you. What's that?
when you first looked into flat earth,
I don't think you're talking into a microphone.
Yeah, I'm not hearing anything.
Whatever you're talking to, it's not working.
Is that Sean still trying to get in?
Whatever you're talking into, it's not working.
Sean's going ape shit.
But did you say you were gonna maybe get
Release
like,
the dogs of war.
was it Shane Dawson's brother or something? Maybe. Is that still possible? That might happen. Cool.
I think it'll. Can you hear me now? I don't know how to tell you guys.
I think it's the room mic, where if there's something set up on the tripod, maybe. I think you may have it.
Can you hear me?
A little better.
Well, yeah, you can hear me.
Yeah.
Good. Jared is making it. He interviewed some people. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Okay. Looking like it's frozen. Okay, one second. Hold on, hold on. Almost done. I'm sorry. It's sorry, this is taking a little longer. There's a little technical difficulties. Sorry about that. Just had an awesome super cool episode. So this is totally the way I wanted to follow it up with some steaming hot coffee gift. So okay. Guess I'll start a new panel. Okay. Yeah, I need some good like Morgan Freeman type stories to talk about when I'm trying to make something interesting. When I was a boy, I thought gravity was cosmological constant, and that space-time was curved, but apparently it might not be, because that's just a construct. Yeah, and there's the set and new live event. Okay, what day is it? Let's say 7/13. But I should just do 7/14 because it's close enough. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Just about there. Just about there. Okay. There's that. Do this thing. Boom. Alright. Then go to the steamy hot coffee program. Where are you? Okay. Fantastique. Dun, dun. Alright. And now let me spread the links to some of your favorite panelists, including GB Jedi, Flat Earth Dude, PonchoPete. Oh my goodness. Okay. So got that happening. Okay, okay. Got a little croppings. We'll do a cropping. I think. There we go. Alright, now I just wait for all the cool panelists to arrive. That's what I do here. I'm Snack to the Future, and I run some of the PonchoPete. Oh, hi, PonchoPete. What's going on? I think I got, like, ejected from the other hangout or something, man. I'm not sure, but...
This is going to be fun. Brace yourselves.
It seems like Sean is on a warpath of some sort.
He's on the warpath, mate. I'm
Okay.
not saying no. I'm not saying nothing.
All right, I haven't looked at any of it. I've just been hearing like dings kind of going off, like shells hitting in the battlefield, like distant, you know, like boom, boom. But yeah, I don't know. So I set up a new hangout and gave the invites to Dude, Sasha, Jibby, and the general assembly of Flat Earth Upright Citizens. Welcome, Gothica. What's up, artists? How you guys? What's going on?
Cool.
Any
Great job, guys. With
yeah,
the interview.
cool.
Yeah, much respect.
Yeah, that was a cool stream. Yeah, shout out Spiros. I said some filthy things about you in the chat, but yes,
See?
everything's true in love and war. You know, it's the way.
Yeah, some of the comments, as you mentioned, some of the comments were a little bit rude to me. But
Yeah, I thought so too. But I mean, man, if I had a 120K paying job, I would, you know, I want to keep it too. So I respect that. You know.
Of course.
Hopefully, you can take it for what it is, and you know, it is what it is, man.
No, he was very open and respectful.
Yeah,
and they were respecting him back.
I think so. It's.
I think it went great.
Yeah, it was actually really good, really good talk. Actually, really, guys sort of opened my eyes to certain angles of thinking about things I hadn't thought about before. So.
Indeed, of course, it's always good to see another perspective. Even if you don't agree with it, it still can lead to other perspectives that you never have thought about. For sure.
Yeah, having said that, yeah, like I was, you know, let myself go and chat a bit, but it's nothing personal. It's just like, man, I expect to cop the same sort of stuff, you know, if I'm going to be doing word baloney like that. I'd hope people would call me up on it. Shit. You know.
Well, I said in the chat also be respectful in the chat to each other.
Yeah, because he's going to read it back, and that's.
Of course, there's a chance, and there's even a chance other people are going to read it back. So yeah, be a little bit.
That's okay.
Wise with the way you're putting it in.
Well, a little bit of respect goes a long way, man. But,
I've seen much worse in the chat, of course.
But
not everybody is used to certain language.
Sure. Well, that's flowery language, but I mean, man, I've been like what I've been looking into for the last 17 years. It's different journey. That's all. Anyway, hi Snack, hi Jibby, g'day Pete.
Hey Ben, the Waterman. Hey Poncho.
Yeah, it is what it is. I'm not sure.
Well, I think they did a great job in interviewing him. Yeah, it's great.
It's like a good film.
It looks good. If other people see the video, they see, hey, they respect each other. Some people have already an opinion about flat earthers that is not. It's actually an opinion they fabricated along the way with all the things they hear in the media often. And if
sure, I appreciate that. Yeah.
Setting a relaxed setting and flat earthers giving great points in their perspective, and
it's
something cool to do it another time again.
Yeah, it's definitely strange, man. Like to hear someone be so open-minded yet not see through all the lies. That was like it's something that set me off. I was like, what the fuck? So you're that open-minded, but you can't see this and you can't see that, and maybe I just see the
also part of his job involved that may be blocking some things.
Wow. Mate, if I had 120,000 year job, I wouldn't say certain things as well, you know? Like,
of course. He's being careful, and that's very wise of him. Yeah. But I think he was, what he said was great, that he's open-minded, and he's willing to talk to people who have a completely different mindset as him, because he could see he's a person that is eager to learn and that is open to other perspectives. If he agrees it with not, he's open to it, to listen to it. And that's already a good thing. Because
Yeah,
if
I think
you
so. Yeah, I like
open
that.
to hearing others, you're probably also open to change your views about
No,
certain
he's not
things.
going to open to
Otherwise,
change.
eh,
He wasn't open to change.
you don't know for sure.
Yeah, I do. He said, you're not going to change my mind.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what he said.
Yeah.
But you never know.
It is what it is. So
He also said if you do an experiment over and over again and it proves a million times the same, he's willingly into agreeing with that experiment. So if you do an experiment and show him 100% over and over again, it's the same, he's open to listen to that. That's also what he said. So he's actually also saying another thing along the way. Even though he said sometimes he was
I just got it. No, I reserve my opinion, but it is what it is, and there you go. Go from there.
I'll tell you, this guy never looked into flat Earth ever. This is his first time. He doesn't believe in a lot of physical stuff. He doesn't believe in a lot of physical stuff.
He likes to imagine, Don.
Imagination and theories is what he trusts. So it's as magical as anything. And he doesn't deserve a lot of credit in academia or science. But he is our opportunity to speak to academia and the scientific community. So we have to be really proud of how we handled it. Flat smacking doesn't get us anything there. And getting into an actual conversation rather than a debate is a pleasure. So
it was a great conversation. Yeah, I have to admit, it was wonderful. Yeah.
For sure.
So it's about time we could talk about it. It's about time we could talk about the fucking thing.
Yeah, I think so, Dan. Like, there's I didn't actually know it's the first time he's been questioned by such a confronting truth, and he actually, if I was in the same position, he handled himself quite well, actually.
Yeah, and it was fucking live. It was exciting, really, because he was getting reality absolutely presented to him. That's not easy for anyone. Think about it. You couldn't give him enough evidence that time, but we planted a seed and we gave an opportunity to meet the challenges he presented for proof, for what he would call proof. Not that he's the guy.
But
you never know how the ball will be rolling, because he could be showing this to a colleague of him, and that colleague could even see things in it that he made him second guess certain things. So you never know what.
And more than the science, it's that we're cordial. And we acted in accordance with proper behavior. This is how we communicate.
Intellectual discussion, isn't it?
We kicked ass tonight. Kicked ass.
When Poncho mentioned
came out soft, but kept gabbing. Really.
Yeah, well, when I heard Poncho talk, he mentioned gravity, and he actually said, well, it's only a theory. That was when, like, my eyes sort of went, whoa. My eyes was like, hang on. I thought he was so sure of himself, but he's not sure of himself. It shows that he's thinking. You know, it shows.
He's talking shit.
Well, yeah, but he hasn't got the badges, you know. He hasn't been actually looked at.
Who hasn't been what? Where?
Well,
he could talk shit this time, but he can't next time.
No, he can't next time. That's right. There's no excuse now.
Why?
Because he's had his chance.
Who?
Spiros guy.
Good guy. I want round two.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So how are you yelling?
Oh yeah!
He's probably excited.
when we
But I think he's also open for round 2. If he could see his.
Yeah, on round 2.
Wow.
We didn't get enough time with him.
No. And next time, indeed, that's a thing for next time. Divide the time a little bit better so the panel can ask more questions.
Unless we all spend money.
Well, I don't know. I don't know for sure.
He's not doing it for free.
What?
I don't know. Yeah, that's your.
Spend all that money. Spend all that money on the on the quantum physics. You got this degree. You got this award.
Another 2 hours. Ah, God. I gotta get a mani pedi done.
No.
$500. All right, I'll give you an hour.
He didn't seem that irritated by the first time, so there's a possibility.
But $500 for like 2 hours. That's $250 an hour. He does not make that now.
No.
He is not making that much now. $250 an hour.
Go film me for 2 seconds.
Well, I think it's like with any modular science, you should be put into public for at least 200 hours to see how you deal with things in public in a clinical environment and go from there.
Try to imagine now.
See if you can both.
Again, amazing. I've been imagining all night.
Try to imagine you can go and do that. Now, take that and just use that.
Well, this is the thing, Jimmy. Like,
how about getting into imagining what we paid him?
like anyone else, if you're doing massage therapy, I did my diploma, and I have to work with the public for 200 hours. How about theoretical sciences? Shouldn't they work with the public, like actually work your formula out?
How does Thanos' neck get reversed?
Theoretically,
Flat Earth.
Theoretically, they do.
Yeah, in a public setting, no one's going to pay for that shit, man. It's just fucking bullshit, unless you're feeling good. Like, at least if you're doing massage, someone's going to come out of my office and they're going to feel good. They're going to know that I worked on it.
Especially after your happy ending.
Fucking, that'll cost you a little extra, but, no. That's, no. There's none of that here, but...
Gafka, why are you still awake? Fuck's sake.
Yeah. How is that possible?
Dude, you had 5 hours today. This isn't Gathica chat.
Maybe we could ask that guy to put together a panel. We can have a whole big panel.
Fucking Gathica, let's put you on nuclear subs. Go fucking haunt them.
What is your secret? What are you using? I want this.
He's telling me. What do you think he's done? That's the only thing they put out in pharma. Hey, you want some speed or more speed? Or really a lot of speed? Well, we're going to have to check your ass every month if it's a really lot of speed. Your brain is going to swell.
Probably after this, Gathica is going to sleep for a couple of days and then he will return.
Not at all. I forgot to turn my pineal gland off.
You don't have any control of
That's
that.
the problem.
It doesn't have an off switch.
No, it doesn't have an off.
I just turned it on, man. It's
It doesn't have an on.
You can't just poke your forehead?
Yeah. It's not my fault you guys are so cool. No, I have to be here. I can't miss a minute.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
It's not
So,
Gathica Chan tribute.
Ease up, geezer. Come on then.
Did you say ease up, Giza?
Ease up, geezer. I think
5
I'm
more years till 50.
Oh, Jimmy, you're just being yelling at people.
Oh, where's my Jimmy?
Hey, I'm a big boy and I can do what I want.
Jimmy's
Yeah,
got
Jared,
the
we knew we
bathroom.
weren't going to have much time with the guy.
Oh, it's okay. I'm good. I'm not
No, I'm here. I'm fucking good. Boys, I got
I had like 5 sentences. That's it.
Yeah, I think Garrett is already glad he was on the panel.
Yeah, that was, you know, it was too, yeah. The organic flow went towards those there.
So next time we should get Yibby there and do GoFundMe and get Yibby.
Oh, then I'm a hog. So you only need the cameraman, the mic guy, and the guy buying the beers. That's it.
Yeah.
Dude, I just want one of those. I want one of those Blair Witch, you know, cameras. Like it comes out, you know, it shows you.
Blair Witch Flat Earth Project, you mean?
I'm just saying one of those cameras, instead of like having to worry about, you know, finding somebody with a camera and point it at you and shit.
Would have been better with a 1995 camcorder, right on a tripod, just 5 feet from them.
Hey, you know what I just realized? With this West Coast thing, maybe Sasha can start a trend of us getting people on, you know, like that.
Nice.
So Sasha on the streets, hey, hi.
No,
just going up to famous people.
I mean, we could just go.
That's what I'm saying. I'm serious. Sasha just goes up to strange people. Hey, do you want to talk to national flat earthers?
No, we kind of meant to the scientists.
Well, my idea is pretty good.
You're right. We do that every week.
Let me just respond to chat to New Perspective. No, I'm not related to Jazzaconda.
Oh, for Christ's sakes. New Perspectives trying to put voices together.
I thought Gathica was Trevor for the long time.
Oh, shit.
Hey, so this guy might be inclined.
Yeah. I used to like you, New Perspective. Couldn't be them boots. No.
I love this guy.
What'd you say, Josh?
Yeah, go.
No, I was saying I think this guy might be inclined to actually pass this along to some of his colleagues that he was talking about.
So he ran to round 2.
Cool. I hope he doesn't read the chat.
That's a separate chat, and it wasn't bad.
That's all is fair in love and war, you know? Really? No, that's spell it backwards. It's more of a rawr.
This guy doesn't do anything except influence millions of people through Marvel Studios. That's all.
Well, it's not something that hasn't been done, is it?
He watched his first 2-hour video tonight, and it was you. Congratulations.
What happened?
He watched his first 2-hour Flat Earth video tonight. It was you.
What do you mean it was me?
You know,
yeah. The whole situation was like a video for him. Like he had a live video.
What do you mean?
This was his first Flat Earth experience. He never looked at it ever.
Really? He's like a virgin? He did pretty good.
Why did you say me?
Because we wanted to put you out front first thing because you're Jib.
But I didn't have a chance.
You did fine, Jibby. You asked, you were good. It was all
I
good.
was trying to go with the flow.
Yeah, the idea.
You did a good job.
The idea is not to take him out. The idea is to outstyle him. And they when they speak their mind, they look ridiculous, you know.
Right, and everything that I asked, he said, "Well, try to imagine," or "What if?" He went there.
That was great.
Yeah. I loved when Josh was like, "Okay, you use imagine quite a lot, you know."
Josh
whatever.
Gosh, man.
Punched him.
Josh said it before I did. That was awesome. I was thinking there, and I was already. That was just like I wanted to text something.
You hit
Jibby, man, you were too cool for school, man. Tonight I'd never seen you that calm and relaxed, man. It was great. It's like letting people talk and letting people express themselves.
People talk.
That's what it's about, brother.
Thanks. I guess I'm rude.
No, but tonight you weren't rude, man.
I think you are.
Okay. All right. I'll take it into consideration.
But that's why we talked about it before, is how to make it safe, you know?
I love the panel. The way the panel flowed. No one talked over anybody. It was such a perfect flow, except me and Poncho.
That was funny too, though. That was appropriate.
Well, that was not really talking over each other.
Poncho and I were talking over each other.
That was perfect, though. At the right time, it was everything it is.
It was not that severe.
That was
just a little bit.
It was all great, man. It was great.
Yeah.
It was great. We're gonna get.
I like that. I liked how Poncho grabbed my alley oop or whatever, and like, it was great. And Poncho, I was just like,
Well, I think it was more like your team, and you gave the assist, and he did the slam dunk.
That's what I'm saying. The alley oop. That's what they call it. The
for the
rebound.
people who don't know what
I
an
bounce
alley-oop
off the
is.
backboard, and Poncho grabs it, and he slam dunks.
It's very interesting. It's very
Yeah, for
interesting.
the people who don't know what an alley-oop is.
Yeah, alley oop. That's like I toss it, it bounces off the backboard. You're behind me. You grab it and you slam it. Boom.
For the people who are not into basketball, I know what it is.
You could use a softball reference too, Artie.
No, you know what's really funny is when Poncho just bursts out laughing because of something.
Yeah. Dude, Josh, when you were talking about the barrel or whatever, and you're like, dude, tell me what's in the fucking barrel. Like, that was so awesome. And then Poncho too, like, I don't think he was ready for that. I think there was some moments where
it was great. I have no critiques.
No.
He was trying to figure out Josh's question, and it was so fun to listen to that because he was. I don't know where he was going at first or what he thought.
Well, you could see in his expression it made him think, for sure. Yeah.
The way I see it, we did the best we could with what we had.
Oh yeah,
right,
for sure.
Could we do? You know,
You did a great job.
Here's the thing. The great thing was it was a discussion. It wasn't a debate. Dan said it, I think. It was good to listen to the conversation, and it was a conversation, and that's what it was. And that's what it needed to be.
Yeah, he just...
Well, what did we expect? I mean, are we really surprised about what came out of the guy's mouth? I mean, come on, guys.
No,
we knew
not
it was
really.
gonna be bullshit.
Yeah.
No.
It's pretty normal. Like, I've heard worse shit come out of a heliocentric's mouth, but I mean, if you haven't challenged your own beliefs, how do you know? You don't know, like I've heard worse stuff come out of flat earthers' mouths. Some, like, yeah.
But guys, did we surprise him with being able to have answers for him though? Right?
Oh yeah.
I think he did like 2 hours of talking, and you asked him like 3 questions, and it just sent him spinning. Yeah, you didn't even need to say much.
That was very comical.
No, it's quite good.
I had to listen back.
They don't look sharp when they're questioned. They don't look sharp. When I go in the street, I got to know how the fucking universe works.
Yeah, right.
And I can
Yeah,
these guys and ask them anything, and they're like, refraction. We're like, well, here's the refraction index. Do it at a shorter distance. Okay.
Yeah. What?
Let me
What
just
about
get
what
out
we
my
did?
textbook. Yeah. Let me just read you from page 39. It says here that refraction is this, and this.
What's up with the grin too? Like, why do you have to like constantly have this little grin on your face?
Maybe he was nervous.
Very.
Some people grin like that when they are nervous.
Would you be nervous, Jared? Come on, man. He
No.
was a cool
No, that
cat.
guy.
He
That guy.
was a
he's
cool
talking about
cat.
that guy.
I already gave him props, man. I already said, I give him benefit of the doubt.
Guy was a cool cat, man.
But trust me, that dude
Great.
didn't know nothing about flat Earth. Didn't care. Didn't care until he saw the film. We had the balls to ask him, why don't you come on? Why don't you talk to us? So again, Sasha did that. I think that's a great trend. We should just expect them to come on panels like this and explain themselves.
Yeah.
Good on you, Sasha. See, I didn't even know that it was the first time he'd actually heard about flat Earth, and considering that, I thought he handled himself pretty good because, I mean, he's got all his colleagues in university and everyone he knows and his family and everything.
Of course, and also imagine if you go as a flat earther, to a room with all ball earthers, an whole panel of ball earthers.
Oh God, let me in. Let me in.
Yeah, well, then you probably should be a little bit nervous, or
You're outnumbered.
Oh, yeah.
well,
Yeah. They're outnumbered.
You see it in another perspective, so you can understand why it
It's
is
not the first time he'd heard of it. It's not the first time he'd heard of it. It's the first time he met it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because man, I was talking with people the other week on the beach, some German, Dutch dudes, and I talked to them a little bit, 5 minutes, and I just said, yeah, you know about the flat Earth, and they just pulled me aside. They're like, you actually believe in the flat Earth? And they just pulled me aside, man, and questioned me for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. And we were talking some stuff, man. These guys were so curious.
Buy your weed off them.
No, I smoked my weed for free that night.
That's where he gets his PCP.
No, it's PPC.
He also told them.
Did one of them say, "I go coffee now"?
Maybe. I also told them there's your secret got to stay up at 24/7.
PPC TV. Oh yeah. The trick.
I want my PPC.
No, if you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah, Jared, why don't you sing that one?
Yeah.
You need to learn that, Poncho.
Hell yeah.
I want my PPC.
PonchoPete.
Come on, Jared. Come on, Jared. What are you afraid of?
Oh, I'll do that.
Yeah.
I will.
Let's do version 5, 6, 7. Come on.
Yeah, you know, illicit substance.
We ain't spending on no spending ball. That's the way you do it.
We need a I Want PPC song, Jared.
How about Foreigner doing "I Want to Know What Mass Is"?
I want to know what
He got the move.
These clothes.
No bendy water. No bendy water. No
At least we're talking over each other, so that's good.
Yeah. Everything's back to normal.
Quality radio.
Yeah. Well, we're all paying attention, so.
Yep.
Now it's all silent now.
Yep. Cue the uncomfortable silence.
The check is.
I'm quite comfortable.
This
That's for you guys.
Buy Coriolis Insurance.
James, how did you think that went, James?
I thought it went swimmingly well. The audio held and everything. It was clear. He didn't say much of anything in all the time he spoke, but that's beautiful because he had nothing really to say. When he was talking mass weight, like I thought to lose weight, you go to the moon. You see, mass, if you have a kilo at the sea level of grapes and you go to the mountaintop, it might be like, 998 grams, 2 grams less.
Mm-hmm.
When you come back down, it'll be a kilo again. So the weight changed at elevation a bit. The mass stayed the same. So weight and mass are different. When you go to the moon, you weigh 1/6 your weight, according to NASA and science.
But is that on the pole of the moon or the equator of the moon?
I don't care. I don't care. They say 1/6.
Fucking bro, yeah.
I don't care. But now people really have to start getting a few notions clearer than they are, because the ambiguity is just going to make like a henpeck forever. There's no getting your head out of a paper bag when, say, you're dealing with density. And okay, let's talk about density. Okay, you have the egg in the water. Okay, floating or suspended. Now, what if it was a balloon with some rocks on it? in the water, and it was pulled down below the water. Add another little rock, it goes deeper. Well, the gas in the balloon can contract and become smaller. Now we're talking density. But in the case of the egg, it's not quite the same, even though it
It's
has an air
not the
pocket.
same.
Hold it, the egg. Now, why is the egg different? Its volumic mass will not change, and we didn't change the water's volumic mass either. So that equation and all the math you need to do for the egg and the water should not be done with density or talking about density when it comes to an egg and the water in the cylinder. It should be volumetric mass. Now, if it was a little balloon, a bladder, all free on a little rope underneath with a little thing for marbles and stuff, and you could, immerse it with some weight, then if you descended it more deeper into the water, the balloon will shrink because it's able to compress the gas. So even though it'll be higher density in that balloon, the deeper it goes, the pressure, the air. So, it's subtle.
An egg sitting in water is sort of balanced in itself. It's not like when you have a helium balloon that it's like gravity has let go.
We're in the water still. Let's stay in the water. Now, we were talking about things in the water. Now, that's another problem, is moving goalposts. Now, in the air, there's a different comparison. It's a superfluid. It's not the liquid. We don't have to anchor the balloon down and submerge it with weight, displace water up the sides of the beaker. That's a separate apples and oranges.
Yeah.
So now I couldn't finish. So that's okay. But that is the problem in understanding when people are trying to go somewhere in the flat earth and do something. And I'm going to end it there because it's not the time for one of these. We had this meeting from this genius who knows everything about the future and the past and even teleporting, Star Trek style. But he didn't know enough that, he's already commented on the flat earth and the movie and all this stuff, but he didn't know enough to maybe research some of the work, some of the people, or whatever, anything. He comes in here, he was so amateurish. And like I say, this is a guy who's a physicist, because you should be a physicist if you're going to go into astrophysicist, who doesn't know the difference between mass and weight. It was so all over the map. He's an actor. He's no better than a fantasist like, what's that one? Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh, God.
He's got 2,000 views.
Yeah,
In
right.
the same hours. 160. These cunts. These cunts. You have to do that.
Man, I listened back. I
They're
listened back
cunts.
on the interview. I listened back on the interview with Eric Dubay and what's his name? Eddie Bravo.
Bravo.
They really didn't say anything. I mean, they basically like sucked each other's dicks and.
Oh, I don't care. Who cares?
No, it's
Dude,
but
who
it's a little bit
cares?
like if they're like top dogs, they can go back and flat smack and go forward and mock the globe. I think that's what we all should be doing is mocking the globe a little bit more. It's actually quite
Yeah, who cares about the people
fantastic.
saying what
Yeah.
they're doing?
For
That's
real,
right.
tonight's conversation was way better than that interview was. Just saying.
Well, it was mostly him.
It's subjectively, man. Like looking at, like, you know, as Del says, it's objective stuff here. You know, personalities shouldn't be involved in the shape of the fucking world.
He was right about that. I really appreciated the fact he said that, and you know, he made it. He said it straight up, like
yeah, it's straight up, and that's really like, man, that's truth. Like, I love Bendy Water. I'm a surfer. I love Bendy Water. I find Bendy Water, but I don't see it naturally existing as a place we live in. Like, if the Earth was curved, with what gravity? Where's gravity when you want it? Like, it just does what it wants. Like, what's going on here? There'll be constant, jeepers.
Think of the waves, man. You would be riding.
Stack you have Dan highlighted.
Dude, you're right there, man. Like, you'd just be in a constant tube all the time. I just built my house in a tube, and I live in a constant wave going around the Earth because gravity is not that constant.
Where do you live? Bendy Water.
Or me. Whoever.
Fucking hell. Oh, well, it'll get there. Like, fuck. We've got to, like a couple of us here, and we've got to wait for the rest of the world to catch up. Like, shit.
I think there is a lake stuck on the side of a hill not too far from Poncho. You could drive there and check it out. There's a report of it.
What?
A lake stuck on the side of a hill.
David Banner. I'm going to break your leg right now, David Banner, and I'm going to punch you in the stomach.
Is that a waterfall that you found on the side of a hill?
Well, they make water skis. Where do you think people use them? It's just that none of us have ever been to one of these water ski centers that are lakes on the sides of hills. They're there. It's just that none of us have had the fortune of going to one.
Not in Switzerland, no.
I don't know.
Norway.
Poncho, what are you saying?
Where is it near me? Game said it's near me. Where?
Well, where's there a hill with a lake stuck to the side of it near you, Poncho? I don't live there. Oh, there's none. Okay, it's a false report. Sorry, people. Apparently,
Port Town.
It's been debunked. The lake.
I realized you was joking, you bastard.
Of course, I mean the lakes don't stick to the sides of hill, Poncho.
In Norway, they do.
I realized you was joking.
Must be a waterfall.
Yeah, I made a joke the other night about after a crash, starting Windows and having two options to get it started again. The first is start Windows normally, and the second is start Windows abnormally. I mean, someone took me literal on that one.
Like when I told Spiros it was nice to meet another magician.
It's easy. You take care of them. You just make them disappear.
I don't know, Poncho. You may be a shill.
No more competition.
Not sure yet.
Oh, shite. That is beautiful. That's, breaking it down, fucking incredible, isn't it?
You're incredible.
Great minds think alike.
Zaza Gabor is incredible. Incredible, darling. Moving along.
Moving along. Yeah, there's a lot of programming in fucking movies these days.
She didn't have much talent, but
All right. $5 a piece. We send Gattaca some moonshine, get him addicted to a new alcohol.
Dude,
He then only lasts an hour, maybe 2.
we need to send him Jack Daniels and Eric Dubé's 200 proofs.
Dude, just
man, that's like giving
send me,
whiskey to the Indians. Like,
send me Eric Dubé and I'll do the rest.
Some peyote, you know.
Been there, done that. With the ancients as well. Yeah. No, I live in France, man. You can't get me drunk.
You know what I really love about...
Oh, hell yeah.
Have you ever seen peyote buttons with the angel hair?
Oh, dude, I've taken one of those. It's awesome.
It's just the angel hair. That hair on top is just like silky white hair, just like silky angel hair. It's just
such
beautiful.
a great night. That was just such a beautiful night. I loved it. Every minute of it is great.
It's
after you puke, after you throw up, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, there's a bunch of it in Arizona. You can find it wild there.
Yeah, I've heard you want to stand up straight when you're talking with grandfather.
You're in the old asshole. We can't see you.
Hey, man, it's all a theory, man.
Dude, what's up?
The hills are alive when you take peyote.
It's all a theory, Jim.
Can you guys feel stuff in your dream?
Yeah. I'll stand straight up.
Physically, you feel stuff in your dream?
Oh yeah, people have lucid dreams. People, I mean, I have a certain belief, and I can't say I've seen it, but I know it's possible. If you die in your dreams, you die. Be careful.
I've almost died. Like,
be careful. Well, if you're dreaming that your heart is stopping, your heart might be freaking stopping.
That's true, Jim.
You might want to get up and check.
Well, that's scaring you.
It's real.
It's scaring you.
Part of check it out. Or it could be and can be. Just don't underestimate stuff like that. Or
one of my recurring nightmares.
I agree with you, Jimbo.
Me getting in my car and then having no control, and it's just driving. And it's like
because he lives in his car. It's a true story.
No, it might just be a warning to drive safely. It's a life and death thing. I tell people that all the time. Don't laugh. It is. I hope that was.
I pay attention.
Yeah.
I'm very into the dream world. Like, especially whenever I saw Artie. Like, I had a dream about him using that record cover that I sent to him with Willie Nelson. Changing the name at the top and then putting artists on it, like that was creepy. And then dreaming about my mom and Poncho's mom, you know, like that's crazy.
That is weird.
Yeah, I had a dream.
Well, I think we are still spiritually connected. You know, everyone. It's one big family. I don't care if you're born 500 years ago or you'll be born 500 years from now.
Yeah,
we're all related
but it's weird.
Vibration and what they call, they say, the ether and just genetic memory and all kinds of stuff, and spirit or whatever you want to call it. It's a bit of a jumble up there, but you know, it's all there somewhere. You know, I don't think we'll ever know it all, but you know, there'll always be more than we could ever figure out, I think. But you know, there are real things that we might never know much about, but they're there. You know, things that can happen that we really don't understand, that we may never understand. Like, look, in Vancouver, I mean, we had a lot of immigrants from Vietnam because of the war, and the older ones, well, they started like dying, and it was reported to police and stuff, and it came out that, well, they were visited by this spirit that was angry at them for leaving Vietnam, and it would sit on their chests and suffocate them.
Wow.
And guess what? Even with police parked outside,
Yep.
Wow.
The spirit would come, sit on their chest, and suffocate them in their sleep.
That's
Talk about-
quantum. That's quantum physics.
Believe it
right?
as
My
folklore
babysitters.
or just a so-so story.
Quantum, man.
You can look it up. CBC did a Fifth Estate on it. Other reports and genuine news covered it. But a bunch of these older community leaders from Vietnam that came here were basically murdered by spirits in their sleep. So think of it as you will, as mystic or lore or whatever. They died, and the report was they were being visited by an angry spirit. So
I'd have to see that, man.
Sort of like people that believe they live on a globe. Similar thing, man. They're gonna have that. That's gonna haunt them. When we're talking about medicines, I talk in terms of family, as you said earlier, James. But grandfather, grandmother. I can only talk there. I only give my respect to grandmother and grandfather. The rest of the family is just that's family. We can go and explore together, but there is two great spirits, which is grandfather, grandmother.
I have a feeling my great grandparents especially, are like rooting me.
Oh, I'm sure they are. I'm sure they know what the truth is. And I don't know. We're not wrong. And again, when it comes to the question was asked in one of the back chats, what I think about all these doctors who analyze us as whatever, potentially dangerous, all this stuff. The fact is, I don't think anything about that. They're wrong. They shouldn't be saying it. They're pumping lies, bullshit, hate propaganda, whatever you want to call it. So there's no way to feel about it. It's just that not how we should feel about it. It's that they should not be doing it.
Yep.
So
it's
I don't
sort
feel
of
anything about it.
What is actually, because any pharmaceutical medicine is actually composed of plants. So to try and pass a law against what plants are good or bad for human consumption is another thing.
Well, Paxil comes from Paxilius, which is the deadliest mushroom or has the deadliest toxins known to man.
Yep.
In the plant and vegetable kingdom. And they use it for, a psychoactive chemical of some kind. A lot of people I've seen on it have seizures and,
voodoo drug
back or just fall down in a lump and quiver for a few minutes and then get up and don't even remember what happened. Great stuff.
Sounds like they need Coriolis insurance.
Yeah, gravity insurance. It might just that when you take that stuff, Paxil, it creates a greater gravitational force around you and you only, and that's what pulls you to the ground and makes iron and blood run out of your brain.
Yes.
They might actually be a secret gravity experimental pill that causes flux.
I always wondered why am I gravitating towards volcanoes? I mean, if it's magma that is causing this gravity, like why aren't we all just like poured toward volcanoes?
That's because it would roast your chestnuts. Your buckyballs would melt. Your Cavendish balls would melt.
But you know what I mean?
Science, yeah.
They count on a pool of lava to be the place where gravity comes from. Like that's insane.
Funny thing
too. Hang on, you mean like a magnetic pool of lava, like the Earth's core? That's magnetic. That's lava.
Yeah, those are two totally different things.
3,000 degrees.
Curious. No, I'm
3,000 degrees now.
Yeah,
I'm curious.
Well, the answer to that came out.
No, it's 10 times hotter than the sun.
Yeah.
That's
There is
way more than 3,000 degrees or whatever.
But there is solid iron
Nice to hear from
outside
you.
the molten core, so that solves that problem.
Good.
That's what they said.
Someone went and
Really
looked.
proud of you guys.
Dan,
you're gonna get accused of being too soft on him, and he put his foot in his mouth plenty. He may give us a chance to do the gyroscope thing and the shorter thing and anything he could ask, and that would open him up to at least another discussion. and the ability to maybe bring other people around and a panel of knuckleheads for us to talk to, because they've never fucking heard of us. It's just that simple. If we don't get in the street and we don't tell people we're real, they don't think we're fucking real. And all this, you know, it's just that simple. This guy's going to get accused of being an actor and everything, and we're faking it. We were too soft and blah, blah, blah. And Mark Sargent did all this. And it's just,
that's okay. But what one question did he ask
can we
the
talk
panel?
about
He did
this?
not ask
You know?
one question.
And so it's also proof that somebody can be close to a film like that and not know if they're even real and still have an opinion, because his opinions were vague in general. And he never swayed from any of his opinions. So he brought his, and also his scientific opinions were based on imagination and theory. So he has no science in his opinion. Zero. You know, so it's cute that he got a degree, but you know, silly us for believing shit is real. You know, so he can't lean on that forever. Shit's not real if you're little. Shit's not real if you're big. It's so different. It's not real. Whatever, dude. Shut up.
That was crazy. It was just, it was like interviewing Borat.
Yep.
Well, I respect the guy for showing up, man. That was pretty cool.
But to remain comfortable under those conditions is very hard. To be patient, to sit there for 40 minutes while
no one was fighting
ability to speak like Chai did, you know,
he wasn't in a lie.
And the panel, and you know,
hold on. He wasn't physically in mortal danger. He was there like casual, and people were casual with them. You know, it didn't get out of hand. You know, like let's not over dramatize this. It was good.
Yeah, it's the way it should be, man. Just honest people talking to each other straight from the mouth, you know?
It was fun. I said it 10 times.
Scientists talking to scientists, man.
Yeah, I don't need to see him again or hear him again. That's just my own opinion. But tonight went well. It was a good show. I like to hear his comedy act. Like I say, it was like watching Yakov Smirnak or Borat. Borat
put us on common ground with him because of us going out and actually doing our own observations and stuff. So I at least respect him for that.
They don't even know what the fuck it is. They don't know what they don't know what fuck.
I know, but there are people a little more popular like Kyra Irving maybe than this guy, you know? Whoever heard of this jerk off before tonight? You know? Your audio is screwed, Dan. Not that I don't like you or something. Dan, your audio is fucked.
Your audio is shit.
Dan, I can't even understand the word you're saying, Dan. You're rambling for nothing. Dan, your audio is fucked up. Dan, listen for 1 minute. Do you have an earpiece? Your audio is fucked up.
Your audio's
Dan,
fucked.
you're rumpusing for nothing.
Dan, you're wasting your energy, man.
You know what I'm hoping? That we can start a trend like we've been, and you know, we've been worried about going stagnant, and the experiments may not do as much as they should. Well, what if Sasha opened up this entire format of just petitioning people to come talk? So
she would love that.
Yeah, and just all the time. Don't make a special deal about it. Not a special deal that we do it. Let's all do it everywhere all the time. Let's get them on panels. Let's find
Straight
out
up. Yeah.
how they can stand up against.
I'll be down. I hope you guys speak French, because I'll be down for that.
Big time.
What is that? Whose watch page is open or something?
Well, there's only 3 of us.
You're refractive.
Mine, but
you're refractive.
C'est pas la mienne.
I don't know. That's better.
Sounds like crosstalk and radio or something.
Yeah, something's going on there.
Somebody had like something open. Well, it was fun, man. Thanks for everybody hanging out. Hopefully the audio and video is good.
It sounded good. I watched the whole thing from the watch page, and it was pretty good.
Cool. I could hear it. I was outside listening on my phone, and it sounded good. But yeah, a lot of theories. A lot of theory. I'm gonna go back and count how many times you said theories. I think it was about 50.
I believe.
I like the one where they shoot a laser or a light or radar or something at a star light years away, and they get a color back from it, light years in turn. How does it their light and lasers travel so much faster than the speed of light?
Right.
I'm just confused on that one. Because he's not the only one who's used that. We shoot a laser at a star.
Yep.
And I think the closest ones are at least a few light years away. Huh.
24 light years.
There you go.
4.2 light years. My bad.
So in a few months, they can fold space and do 48 light years, a round trip.
Dang.
Shooting at a source of like radiation and a burning sun. They can shoot a little signal and bounce it back. Get that very beam from 4 light years away. 24 light years away. Oh, they're good.
4 light years.
Yeah, 4 light years. They're good.
Vega is the closest, yeah.
So they shoot it, wait till they must have shot the laser in, I don't know, 2008 and got their signal back, a year or two ago.
The cherry sitting in is not there.
Makes sense to me. It's like that cookie can.
No, you didn't actually get to hammer him. You got to hit him, but you didn't lay anything in. You retrieved to the panel, and I had begged, the panel to relax, and give you guys some time. So thank God it all went really well, and the panel got something in, and I think the guy might come back. If he doesn't,
I would personally want him back.
Be spoken to. This guy is not from American circles.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't come from family here. He probably had someone pay his way through school.
If anything, if I can say one thing,
He's in LA, so it's very Hollywood.
let's worship him more. If I can say one thing, and that one thing would be if he did come back. Hello.
He's been following their books, and he found a way to slide through all of them.
Hello. There's more than just you here, If he does come back, I'd like to see a format where he maybe gets 5 minutes, and then someone else gets 5 minutes, and then this was all one-sided, sort of, and that's fair. There was no real plan for it. It was to ebb and flow like it did, and that's good. But he got a lot more ebb than the flow. If he does come back, I'd like to see it formatted so that it. I know, but all I'm saying, I don't care. I'm not talking about tonight. I'm moving the goalpost. I'm talking if he comes back again,
for his,
slightly
completely reactive
format, you bonehead.
With eyebrows, and no one believed me. I had to pound away.
No, that's
you idiots.
Yeah, it's like, you can come back and we do 1-for-1, question and question. That's it.
You guys forget one thing, man. We have everything he has recorded. We could take it apart piece by piece.
Mm-hmm. That's good too, because that balances it out better or helps.
Yeah, we could take it out piece by piece.
I don't like lopsidedness. Come on,
We could take it apart.
And saying, we got our 2 minutes in. I'm glad. That's nice.
Yeah, definitely, and that's all it took because he's so sure of himself, but he wasn't asking questions, and his diploma's worth $120,000 a year. But he's not being paid $120,000 a year.
Right.
He's just talking up shit because he's happy he passed his diploma. Now, who even knows how he passed his test? Was it someone, we all know elder students in diploma courses. I know doctors. I know how they get through that. It's a hectic examination. And they get through it by delaying a year and asking their classmates to give them the essays the year after. It's known. I mean, he's going to owe money for his studies. He's going to want to get a fucking job after he's done his studies. And you don't want to be going against what you've learned in school, like especially in terms of bloody physics or astrophysics. And then you divide astrophysics is like actually 9 sections of astrophysics. Like you don't get to learn everything. You just learn one little bit of it, and it makes you so smart that even the professors don't fucking understand it. And anyone, when you go to any learning college, at university, when I learned, my teachers were saying to me, don't look at the mainstream. They're saying, here, you've got your paper, but fucking check this out. And don't say I told you. And it's up to you to work out who's friend and who's foe in the academic industry, because it's a fucking wild game, man. So respect to old matey for standing up and just having a say, but he's fresh bait, man. You won't find. Look at after the flat Earth came out. Where's all the old professors and that? Or where are they coming out defending the globe? Fucking crickets, mate. There's no one there. Do you know why? Because they know. It's no fucking globe. It's simple. Where are they? And all we have to do is to deal with fucking media entourage of fucking skeptics and bullshit artists like Neil deGrasse Tyson or fucking all the rest of them, man. The list goes on. And who's the pure thinkers? It's you and me thinking about shit. That's what gets shit done. It's not good. Like all the rest of it, whatever. I'm ranting a bit. Yeah, it's my little moment. But fucking, I respect everyone for actually being able to think for themselves and question authority. Like now, I'm like 40 years old. I see police. They're like little boys, mate. They're just like whatever. You want to come for me? You better bring it hard, because, mate, someone's going to lose their job. And no one knows who's going to lose their job over this, because it's no one's job. This is the biggest shit that could ever happen to humanity, to realize that, hang on a second, they're actually trying to sell us. It's being sold to us a fake reality. I'm not buying it.
Right.
Not buying it. So what, you're gonna lock? Yeah, you're gonna lock me up because I think differently? Nah, man. Like, whatever. Like, come on, come and get some, boys. Come and get some of this, man. Straight up, come get some. And who's got more explaining to do? Me for asking questions, or the others for trying to promote a fake model of reality? Like, fuck. You're teaching children this shit, for fuck's sake. Children.
For fuck's sake. Telling
them it's real. And the only way they believe it is because they're watching cartoons and they're bred into it, and everyone else around them believes it. But mummy and daddy has to go to work, so sorry, darling, you have to go to school and learn what they tell you and pass your test. Yeah. That's not fucking knowledge. How the fuck is that knowledge? To charge everyone for energy and try and make a water crisis and develop alternate technologies that'll scare us into submission. Fuck you, big brother.
And Gathica, you better do your homework, or I'm not gonna take you to that Star Wars movie.
That's it, isn't it? But fuck you, teacher. I've got the homework. I've got the whole book. I'll answer your questions, but I'm writing my own fucking thesis here. It's right. Like, and true teachers, they'll respect that. Like real teachers, they respect a child's, like that rebel of the system. We all got to be rebels of the system, man. It's like, and any teacher that can punish a child You're just an overpaid babysitter, basically, if you're trying to teach from what the system has to say.
Right.
We all gotta find our inner jean jacket.
That's it, cuz otherwise you do this shit for free. Like, you will give of your whole of yourself for free. There's no money that's gonna pay you just to be true. You know, like, you can't pay me no money to be true.
Right.
Fuck that shit. I'll burn your money. I'll burn all of your money. Like, fuck that shit, man. Give me love and harmony. Give me that sort of that look I have when I see a judge, when I see a policeman. I want to see he looks down. He's not looking at me straight in the eye, square in the eye. They're looking down, these mofos, because they know defending a broken system. Fucking enough. Fucking enough's enough.
Fucking A.
Seriously sick of it, man. And you watch the shaman, the old school shit, man. We still got it. Luckily, man is wise. Man can breathe and realize, man. Realize. Fucking repetition, man. But in this world of fucking putain con, I don't know what's going on, man. They corrupted every fucking system.
Honestly, I honestly don't think that the people know. I don't think they know. I mean, there's a few that know. Obviously, the top dog know, but I think there's a lot of them that really don't know.
Yeah, a lot of the people that think they know, they won't come to deep in the Brazil jungle. They won't come to northeast Arnhem Land in Australia to see the ancients. They don't want to know. There's crocodiles there, mate. They get eaten. They get fucking eaten, mate.
I got 2 fingers, bro. I'm good on the crocodiles.
Yeah, that's it. You gotta respect the crocodiles, man. Like
They used
grandfather, mate.
They used to call me the crocodile fucker.
Wow.
Cool. You blinded a few gators in the rivers or what?
Well, it's either that or the alligator raper. So.
Well, if you can do the crocodile roll, then fucking we better put you in politics. They're all fucking alligators, these bastards, using flowery language and just anything to avert the collapse of their own inherent wealth.
Yep.
Fuck.
Anything, man.
You know what we got to do though? Like every day, we need to take like a personal inventory. What do we got going for us here?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like what do we got? What do we, and then let's fucking be awesome at it. And that's what we proved tonight. Anyway, I thought everybody's sound. I mean, it was just great.
And that's like a sick place to be. Be awesome at it. If you can't be good, just be awesome. Be awesome at doing whatever you're gonna do.
Yep. Own it. You gotta fucking own it.
Own the
face, man. Right in your fucking face.
Right in your face, and they're just laughing.
Pretty fucking much, man. There's so many pilots I've talked to, and they just like, yep, it's flat.
That's it. Me too,
Man,
man.
think about it, bro. I know my uncle rebuilt the fucking FA-18 Hornets that they sold to Australia. We bought 9 of them in Australia, and my uncle rewired the internal electronics. You think he's incorporating like Mach 9, bro? Mach 9, like Mach 9. It's fucking 9,000 miles an hour. Where's your curve there when you're dogfighting over terrain? You don't. There's none of that. No fucking curve.
Snack, I can hear you.
We're going to be stick up all the time, trying to just fucking keep level. Oh, but the gyroscopes naturally account for what the fuck ever. It's not that. It's gyroscopes do not process 15.
They're mechanical. They're mechanical. They're not electronic.
So many people. I was talking about this the other night. It's like information goes one way. There's like a tidal wave coming back of information. Now, people, what are they going to? If you're not ready for this, they're going to flood us. You know, they can take us out easy. You've got to be ready for the information. It's going to flood you. Fucking stand up to it. Tsunami bubble.
Snack, what'd you say?
Holy shit, it's really raining. Can you hear that?
Love it.
Fuck it, hey, man. I haven't seen rain in 6 months, dude.
That's beautiful, son.
Oh. Wow.
It's a beautiful sign, man, when it rains like that.
Do you feel like you need a Mountain Dew in your hand?
Cup of coffee. Wow.
A bit like that, man. I've seen elderly Aboriginal.
All right, the lunch lady's back. What's going on here with
What
you
the
kids?
fuck,
Who's gonna go
Jimmy?
in detention? What's going on here?
Hey, it's just a fucking theory, Jimmy.
What's
just
going
a fucking
on
theory.
here? Huh?
I gotta.
Who's gonna go in detention? Who's being bad? Come on!
I just made
Tell me,
Mountain Dew joke.
who did it? Jared?
Nobody.
Jared, you're a weakling. Jared, who did it? Tell me.
It was Gathica.
Gathica, that's it. Detention.
Oh yeah, time me out, brother. I'll be
Double
dancing.
detention.
I'll be dancing. I'll be dancing, brother. Hey, but one thing, man.
We
Don't
got
ask me to
Nathan?
vote.
Nathan, he made it. Oh, they can't hear us.
Nathan.
Started driving in his car like me.
Gathica, mute.
Thank you, Snack. Thank you, Jimmy. Jared. Everybody.
Nathan on.
That was fun, man. I don't get to do that too often.
Nathan, that was good shit.
We can go back and it was good shit. We can go back and pick apart everything he said, fucking piece by piece.
Yeah, we'll have a grand time, but the flow, everything went smooth, it went fantastic.
It was friendly, right? That's really
fantastic, dude.
That's what I wanted. Friendly.
I went back and listened. I've been muted because I went back.
Yeah.
It came out great.
Cool.
I can't believe that you've only known Sean for 1 year. But anyway,
there's Jared with his timing.
I did that one on purpose.
This got his 2-finger timing going on.
Yep.
No, it was.
Yeah.
Really good. The conversation was good. It was. You could
Forgot
hear
how to fucking count, Jared. You lost a couple fingers there, man. Fuck.
Yeah, I know.
Your
What are you
timing's fucked up, man.
I'm from Kansas.
1, 4, 1, 4. I'm kidding, man.
No, that was good
I don't ever
stuff.
get it. Yeah, it was,
Nathan,
man.
Can Nathan hear me? Nathan, are you there, bud?
Nobody wants to hear you, but anyway, it was great. It was fantastic. Came out smooth. The sound was good. People who are listening to the watch page can just turn the volume up a little bit to hear us on the panel. It was fine. Worked out fine.
Yeah, it was fun, man. But yeah, I mean, it was so good. I think we might be able to get him again for second round at some point. But
that would be
and
nice.
then we
Dude,
could,
did you see my messages in chat?
fucking chat was bombing, dude. By the way, it was fucking.
Dude, I was saying, like, dude,
It was
offer him
fucking-
$500 for round 2. I'll put in 50.
We'll glass a bottle of wine, man. We'll get him again. We'll get him again.
We gotta get him.
We'll get him. We'll teach him how to fucking log on to a hangout.
We got his contact info. We can get him again.
We got him, guys. We got him.
We got
him.
We got him.
We got him.
Spyro, tell your friends, Flat Earth is coming for you.
Dude, there's a dude on a motorcycle. It's fucking pouring rain. Fuck, poor guy.
That sucks.
Fuck.
Fucking.
Hey guys,
it's like having a good comedian as Borat. He's worth every penny.
Nice. I
He's
can
like
shave my mustache and make me very Portuguese. I look like a Borat very much.
And the gravity and the weight and the mass and the weight the mass and the length and the time and the pistachio.
Well, we can measure the red shift, blue shift.
Portuguese, very much like Kazakhstan.
And put her in the equation across size that day.
But when they wear bathing underpants, it looks very much like the very lady pants.
The quantum
Portuguese or Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
I think you like my sister. She has many curves. Yes.
I like her to science her body.
You know how he hisses at the Jews when he hisses at them like he did that to Globers.
No blow kisses to Jews. They responsible for 9/11.
dude, guys, the guy that hosted, the guys that it was at, he said he was a firefighter in 9/11. Like he was at 9/11. And he said that it was totally an inside job and stuff too.
Totally.
And the dude was cool as fuck, dude. He was seriously like the coolest old dude. And he had all kinds of gear, like lighting gear, like he brought us like lights and freaking like stands and tables and mic stands, and it was like
it was a dream come true, man.
Yeah,
there's no way to pick a better spot, man.
No, it's literally not possible to have got a better spot than that with that host.
It's like in Washington, there's an interview with a taxi driver who actually said they paid him like $500 to borrow his car so they could put it up on whatever parkway and
slip
a light pole through it that was clipped down by the plane.
No fucking way.
Yeah, there's a video, some, again, student documentary people there, and yeah, they found the taxi driver whose car had at least the one taxi there with the lamppost through it. That was his car.
Well, that sort of shit wouldn't surprise me for 1 minute. I mean, look in the military, as I was saying earlier, information only flows one way. It's time for information to start flowing both ways.
And be accurate.
But yeah, that's it. Nature does the same thing. Well, you think it's going to sort of have to happen, guys, but we have to give up our comforts, like whatever that is. Hey, I'm not even thinking of us. I'm thinking of the poor bastards that actually live the lie. Think of how many poor,
we need
rich,
to change the supply side democracy that's in place.
Yeah, they've got everything.
Greedy capitalism, just capitalists can do no wrong type of thing.
Millionaires believe in the globe, man. That's what they're dug in. This is what it's like next level stuff, man. We starting to talk on that level, man. I'm down with you, boys. Yeah, whatever you want. Fucking.
I felt that tonight, man. I thought I felt the science community digging in. They're digging in a little deeper here.
Mm-hmm.
Why else would they come meet with us? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're trying to build an arsenal of like propaganda and media to have they're on a push, they're on a blitz. I mean, if Kyrie Irving is touring, bashing the flat earth,
That's
saying,
right.
oh, blah, blah, I was joking, and, this documentary comes out at the same time as Kyrie Irving, look, 4 media giants own all of the media distribution centers and what gets advertised to us. So if we're getting this pushed the same time as Kyrie Irving, they're related.
Yeah, but I might say it's fortunate good timing, but that does not negate the fact that if you try and teach people a false model of reality,
it goes with the reinforcement on the National Geographic that's on the shelf this month that is mapping our solar system.
Fuck those guys.
Well, we'll see, and there's absolute override in this globe heliocentric paradigm. They have gone. They're making it's like they did in the 60s when they tried to do the moon landings. They had to make it. And I'm not gonna fucking fall for any of their shit, man. Like, fucking come on, boys.
Come on,
This was Borat. And in the military, the same people that they rely to do their dirty work, the same people that are going to turn around and go, fuck off.
On the weekend, we go to the capital city and watch a woman make a toilet.
If he is,
That's right.
You can be a physicist and have still gone to some acting, and like he's consultant to like children's cartoons and stuff. He has to know something, right? But I forgot what I was going to say. But anyway, I'll remember that.
It's a little bit it. Like anyone worth anything is being silenced, and people you can just tell they won't talk about it. It's like they're happy living their lives. And
So my
doing
wife,
their fucking thing,
I could probably find his face at one of the alumni pages of Juilliard's or one of these schools for comedians and stand-ups and wannabe actors and stuff. His face would be in one of the graduates there.
Yeah, mate, I'll be honest. I was an actor. I was a child actor. I know the whole industry. I know how it works. I know that there's some things I can't say, but some things I can, I'm not sworn to secrecy.
Say, Gathka. Come on, Gathka. What can't you say?
Yeah, I can't say what I don't know, man.
Willie.
I know.
Gathka. Come on, Gathka.
Yeah,
what you got to say? You got some insider?
Straight it out, man.
Hey, who touched your Willie?
Gathka, fight it. He's trying to get in your mind. Just fight it.
Not gonna work, Jared.
Anymore. I need my own channel. I need to make my own show. Please come here. I'll give you all wrenches.
I'll give you all wrenches.
Wrench you up, boys.
I'll take a wrench.
Come, yeah, we're going to do some free talk later. And we're going to do random prank calls, like globe calls, like, hello, living on the globe.
Hey, I have 2 microwave ovens set up, but they're specially set up so I can teleport a glass of water from one to the other.
You're amazing.
Yeah, I'm writing a piece.
According to Spiros, there's a 1 in what was it? 1 in
27
trillion percent.
That it actually teleports.
Yeah, totally.
Gets by you, Gathka.
Yeah. Some are, some aren't.
Dude, he
that's the problem
that
I had.
He admitted that
Star
Trek
Trek
is what
he's living in a not
sorry,
reality. It's not
what'd you
fucking
say?
reality.
What'd you say, Nathan?
He admitted that his whole career was started from his love for science fiction.
You talking about Spyro?
And his Spyro. Yeah, Spyro. He was
Spiral,
and now he's doing science fiction, and he's straight up said, I got him sick. his whole reality exists on a chalkboard and a piece of paper.
Well, you know what I find amazing? That
basically his opinion doesn't matter for shit.
No.
No,
here's what I
exactly.
think. Science fiction has been around a long time. John Carter was written in like 1909, same time the car was made. But it was about like, time traveling to Mars or whatever, traveling to Mars out of body and stuff. But being in a physical body there, being able to go from one to the other. Well, anyway, science fiction and really heavy-duty science fiction, like 200 plus years ago, Victor Hugo was writing science fiction about going to other planets, space, all this stuff. So
right.
They had 200 plus years of science fiction to pull up and to form into a space fantasy.
Here's the question: is he next generation or is he original?
Really? Yeah,
What was? Is he what?
I said the important question.
Nobody cares.
Is it Star Trek: The Next Generation or the original Star Trek?
It doesn't matter. It's Hugo Award material. It's science fiction. The Hugo Award is science fiction.
Yeah. I mean, the dude straight up said that it didn't matter what we showed him.
No.
What evidence that we showed him, that he would still believe, he would never believe it because of his emotion. Because of an appeal to
fucking movies, mate. School books and movies when they were young.
10 miles wasn't good enough. He wanted the goalpost moved to 6 miles, to 3 miles. It's been done. It's been done. It's been done.
Yeah. He actually moved the goalpost
You want 3
closer.
miles? Here's 3 miles. It looks even flatter now.
Yeah, right.
They're closer to the water now.
You gotta do 6 miles. Okay, I'll do 6 miles.
Try doing 6 inches.
I'll do that tomorrow, but I'll get back to you.
But actually, it'll be even, in a sense, more dramatically flat at 3 miles. You can be closer to the water with less, deflection and aberrations from.
I see.
So, it'd be,
something real quick.
You're 4 inches above the water, and you got a sight of 8 inches above the water 2 miles away. I mean, it's flat. 6 miles.
Man,
I hate to say that,
I hate to be the AI bot that has to troll this channel. Wow.
Let me say something real quick.
Okay.
Okay, if this guy deals with theory.
Time to go.
If this guy deals with theory and science fiction and all that, how would it ever be hard for him to imagine flat Earth?
True story.
That's what he said in the beginning.
I could see a million times he's scripted. Even if he did study and even if he did know it was flat, his bread and butter is going to come from the ball side. So he's only ever going to read from the script. That's my final word.
And he did
on
say,
that.
like,
he is a state sanctioned puppy actor.
Yeah.
Fantasy.
Yeah, he's a PR. He's another Bill Nye.
Absolutely.
He's a Bill.
Next generation.
That's really quite interesting what you footnote there, because all of these people crazy.
Jibby, get your mic on mute or something. You sound like a drunken asshole.
Get out of the car. Wash your ass.
Yeah, I'll be here all night. So what I'm saying is,
what were you going to say, Gavin?
Well, what I'm saying is, like, all these the people that are learning science and everything, and they believe in science fiction, all this stuff. Why can't they actually extend their mind to another possibility? Like, maybe the world is fucking.
Well, no, that would take away all their Alpha Centauris and their spaceship travel.
Holy shit!
Rocket women and having sex on a spaceship, going to colonize a nice place with no one else, and just one dame who can't say no because, like, you got no one else.
Yep. And some of them have tattoos of bloody spaceships on their arms and shit like that. Like
NASA, for fuck's sake.
Where's Neil deGrasse Tyson here? Fucking all I hear from the scientific community is crickets. Fucking nothing.
Well, he's trying his new science where sex is androgynous, so he's
Did you have a good time, Jibby?
pitching on both sides now. So he's
Well, this is so amazing.
trying it with lube, without lube.
Jimbo,
You know?
look,
Jibby, did you have a good time, Jibby?
I downloaded a new application, and when you get to choose your gender, you can like choose how male or female you are. It's not like one or the other. It's like you can go in between or
I'm gonna smash my fucking computer system.
3/4 male or 3/4 female.
What's the matter? It's not behaving well there.
And you all are coming with me.
Right. It whipped you.
Do any of you fuckers hear me?
Yeah, we're trying to listen to you, but
Oh, okay. All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I have a vibrating toothbrush. If that helps.
Let the man say something. That's why he's kind of trying to get some breath in here.
Come on.
What's
Hey,
up,
What's
Don't
up,
make
Snack?
fun of me, make fun of Gathica, because Gathica is on 9 hours now.
Is your name Snack?
Sorry, Gathica chat.
That's like Hollywood's your back. Hallmark's like, okay,
Sure.
rags to riches.
Yes, sir.
Feedback. Turn the levels down, someone.
Fuck's sake.
Nathan, you're on.
Let's talk about it. What do you guys want to talk about? I mean, I feel like it went incredibly well. I feel like I was able to kind of catch him off guard with the information that I had, and I just think it's so incredibly telling. That he said, he no matter what we show him, like he would still believe his emotional connection to his friends, which he would say they'd be lying necessarily. That's not true, because they're not lying to him. They've just been placed in their life, and they put hundreds of thousands of dollars invested into this box, and they were given these parameters to work within, and they are not aware that they living in a tunnel. Their whole life's research did, and so they're not lying. They're trying to find answers. I'm sure they don't all know, and so it's not that they're lying, but it's a appeal to emotion. It's a logical fallacy. It's another one. I'm saying, my emotions are invested into these people, and that would have to go against this connection that I have with them. But we're supposed to be, this is the guy that's what he is, and what we're observing in reality, So, anybody have any questions? Like, it was fantastic. I had a fucking incredible time.
Hey, Kenny, if you can hear us, can you mute? I don't think he hears.
Stop watching TV, Kenny.
Now.
I just don't know how the guy could have heard about, didn't hear about flat Earth yet. That's weird.
Kenny, I'm gonna text Kenny, tell him to mute his mic. Yeah, I mean, Spiros was a nice guy, but you could tell the only thing he had to say was what Jaren did and how Jaren failed, and so, he was talking about his whole math thing, and it's just like, bro, I know you had to work on that, and you failed. If it took you 10 years, you definitely failed. And if you're just gonna go off like your first or second try and be like, oh, well, I can't do this, it's obviously not doable, you never would have figured out that problem. And even though Jaren tried and he failed, like, we continued to adjust our methods and try to figure out the variables and everything. And we got, we went out there and we did it, and we got positive,
what we observed is what we believe. You know, it was really flat.
I said this
14
earlier,
miles.
right? Dell, I watched Dell's interview with Eric Dubay and whoever, or Eddie Bravo. Near as good as what the conversation you guys had. Just saying. You guys did a really good job.
Oh, thank you, dude. I'm just blown away that I was able to have this opportunity and to be there, and it's just really wild. You know, the momentum that we're gaining is going like really super fast, and I think it's an incredible, you know, step in the right direction of, I mean, just everything that he said. You know, when I go back and watch it again, he was very honest about what he believed and why he believes it, and it's not because of what we're observing. An emotional that he will not, you know, and that's not looking for the truth. You know, that's not. He's supposed to be telling us what a reality is, but he's not looking for reality. He's disconnected from it, and he's not willing to look at it. When they showed him that, you know, I think it definitely caught.
Would you call him a science denier? Seeing lasers straight horizontal,